So today, 16th of July 2020, and we shall be reciting from Canto 3, Chapter 7, Text 13 onwards, which is Further Inquiries by Vidura. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. Give me some time. Yeah. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtake. 3.713 Yedendriyo paramotha drishtvatmani pare haro viliyante tada kleshaha samsuptasyeva kritsanaha. Yada, when indriyaha, senses, uparamaha, satiated, atha, thus, drishtor, atmani, unto the seer, the super soul, pare, in transcendence, harau, unto supreme person of Godhead, miliyante, become merged in, tada, at the time, kleshaha, misery, samsu patyesa, one who has enjoyed sound sleep, eva, like kritsanaha, completely. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. When the senses are satisfied in the seer super soul, the personality of Godhead, and merges in Him, all miseries are completely vanquished as after a sound sleep. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjan Salakaya Chakshumritamye Nam Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Sri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamayam Dadati Supadantikam Bandeham Sri Guru Shada Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakana Raghunathan Vidantam Sajivam Sadhuitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Cha. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधु जगतपति गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कच्चन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वर्षमानुषुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्णाबुद्धले श्रीमते जय पताका स्वामिनिति नामने नमाचार्य पादाय नेता कृपा प्रदाने गौरकथादामदाय नगरकामताणे नमः. ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण विष्णाबुद्धले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामने नमस्ते सर्वदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेषण्यवादी पासेतीर्थाणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तम. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे हरे. येदेन्द्रियो परामोथ दृष्ट्वात्मनि परे हरो विलीयन्ते तदा क्लेशाः संसुप्तस्येव कृत्सनः. So Vidura being informed by Rishi Maitreya, he says when the senses are satisfied in the seer supreme soul, so senses can only be satisfied when merging in the super soul or when working for Krishna. Other than that, senses are known as duspurena anilena cha. The more you try to satisfy the senses, the more it flares up. The more you have, the more you want. The more you want, the more you'll have to work like donkey. The person of Godhead and merge in Him. And when things are merged in Him, then Rishikesha Rishikenaha Bhakti Ruchate. Then what happened? Senses are satisfied and there is no lalsa, nothing left. without being informed, all miseries are completely vanquished as after the sound sleep. We have our own experience. Let us say if I have a toothache, it's unbearable. You take the medicine, for some time, you don't feel the pain. Pain is there, you don't feel the pain. So similarly, all the material miseries, if we take the dose of Krishna consciousness, those miseries will not pounder upon. They will not have that sound feeling. And that's why it says that everything is to be done for the satisfaction of Lord. Om Tad Vishnuhu Paramam Padam. All the bhavaroga that we have, the problem that we have, as soon as we take this medicine, everything goes off. So that's what is being told. A small purport of Srila Prabhupada. Let us see what Prabhupada is going to say. The quivering of the living entity, as described above, is due to the senses. We have talked about the quivering of the shadow of the moon in the water. It does feel shaking very profusely, very bitterly, and really going up and down. But a moon up in the sky doesn't quiver. Prabhupada says, since the entire material existence is meant for sense gratification, this world is only meant for sense gratification. Why? That's what we wanted from Krishna. Instead of gratifying the senses of Krishna, we wanted to gratify our own sense. That's the reason Krishna has developed, created this material world so that we can do what we think we could. The senses are the medium of material activities, and they cause the quivering of the steady soul. Therefore, these senses are to be detached from such material activities. It will be very, very difficult to detach them. The best thing is we can attach them. Not to detach, but attach. Yad karosi, yad asnasi, yad juhosi dadati sat, yad tapasya kaunteya tad kurusha madarpana. See, we'll be forced to talk, we'll be forced to see, we'll be forced to hear, we'll be forced to walk, we'll be forced to think, we'll be forced to eat, we'll be forced to smell. You can't get detached from it. You will have to do it. Nahi kaschit kshanam api jatu tishtatya akarma. Never a moment that we will not do any activities. So that's why the Lord is saying, Yad karosi, whatever you do, whatever tapasya, whatever work you do it as an offering for me. Now in this, what happened? You see, I tell you, let us say, there is a servant. And master tells, okay, I have some guests. Can you prepare 5-6 type of vegetable, rice, pulao, puri kachori, and so many sweets. Now the servant is making for the master, for the guest. Believe me or not, he is really making for them. But indirectly, the servant is the ultimate enjoyer. How much they are going to eat? There will be left over. So he is satisfying them. And on the top of, these people might give him some tips for making such a good, nice, delicious prasad. He gets a tip and he gets everything to eat. So similarly, if a jiva try to offer everything to the Lord, Lord gets happy, and returns he gives the reward. And what is the reward? Prema Bhakti. So as a servant, we are double benefit. We are getting reward, at times material reward, and sometimes you are getting a Prema Bhakti. But very few people will understand that in the service attitude, there is enjoyment. And if there is no enjoyment in service attitude, so why we are working for somebody else? Every one of us are working. It means definitely there is enjoyment in the service. And you say, okay, we are working for somebody, what about that fellow? That fellow also working for his senses, for his family, for his country. So by virtue of this, every single person is working. Yeah, the mother is working for the development of her children. Husband is working for wife, wife is working for the husband, and we enjoy serving. Now see, if we enjoy the serving for the mundane people, then what to talk if we serve Krishna? Everything will remain same. We'll be talking, we'll be hearing, we'll be conversing, we'll be walking, we'll be thinking. Everything will be done the same, but the object has been changed. Instead of enjoying the self, we are trying to enjoy or give by service to Krishna so that he enjoys. And who is the benefactor? We. The servant who is giving the service. I have already given an example. Prabhupada says, according to the impersonalist, the senses are stopped from work by merging the soul in the Supreme Brahman. Well, the soul becomes dormant, inactive, but not always, only for some time. So even going to the Brahmajyoti is not a solution. When Krishna agitates in the Prasarupa and all the universes living and it comes out, they start doing the same thing again. How? As we have left over some work and we go to sleep, as soon as we get up, we start doing the same work which is left. So similarly, merging by impersonalist in the Brahmajyoti, a kind of suicide. Therefore, the devotion is the one. And then the devotees, they are not looking for Brahmajyoti or Sarupya or Sarishti or Samipya or Salokya. They are not looking for this. They are simply looking where they can serve Krishna and his devotees. And by the way, Krishna is everywhere, not only in Golok Dhama. Krishna is everywhere. Naham vasami vaikunti, na yoginam hridayecha, yatra gayanti mad bhakta tatra tishtami narada. Wherever the glories of Krishna being sung, Krishna is always present there. Furthermore, the Supreme Person of Godhead, in either case, the activities of the senses in the material field are to be stopped by cultivating knowledge, and if possible, they can be engaged in the service of the Lord. And we are expert into it. We can engage. How we are engaging ourselves? Isn't it? Every one of us are engaged, either with WhatsApp or Twitter or Facebook or something. We have a habit of engaging. So if at all we have the habit of engaging, why not engage in the service of Krishna? And even that WhatsApp and Twitter, whatever you have got, again in the service of Krishna. You can preach around. You can discuss around. You can get a newer and newer ideas by discussing any topic with a fellow devotee of the Lord. So let us engage. The senses are transcendental in nature, but their activities become polluted when contaminated with matter. It's like we say, when the rain falls from the sky, the water is as pure as anything. But when it touches the ground, it becomes muddy, watery, contaminated with so many leaves and twigs, so many kind of things. But again, the same water has not been diluted water remains same. It has observed, is influenced by the surroundings. But there is a process, you can still take the water. So and so, if you mix the water in the milk, you can evaporate the water. Water may seem to have mingled, but you can separate it. Similarly, our Atma seems to have mingled with the material nature, but actually it is separate. It can be separated. It can be identified. And that's what you can do very easily. We have no treat of the senses to cure them of the material disease, not to stop them from acting as suggested by impersonalists. As I said, you cannot stop it. In Bhagavad Gita 2.59, it is said that one ceases all material activities only when satisfied by contact with better engagement. Let us say that in your table you have jaggery, good. You have sugar, you have rasgulla, you have rasmalai, you have papdi. Now, for any good reason, we'll not go for good and jaggery. We'll go for rasmalai because it just melts in the mouth. But provided you know it's a rasmalai. But if you don't know, then we will only for good. Now, what we'll go for? Whatever we know. If we have tasted the good, jaggery, if you have tasted the sugar, if you have tasted the rasgulla, if you have tasted the rasmalai, if you have to taste the son papdi, so whatever is good, we'll go for that. So similarly, our soul has tasted the nectar of Krishna Katha, Krishna Prema at one point of time. And when those things are put in front of it, the soul can recognize, this I will go for. So we have to put everything in front of the soul, then soul can remind. You see, you may be knowing so many of your relatives. You may not remember the name. Definitely not. But suppose we show you some photograph. You say, this is my mama, this is my chacha, this is my friend, this is my neighbor. Everything you remember once you see it. So similarly, through the Shastras, we are trying to show the soul the divinity so that soul could understand. Oh, here it is. And that's the reason Sadhu Sangha is so important. Reading Shastra is so important. Chanting the holy name is so important. So that we can avritam jnana metena. We can remove the cover of our jnana and then our Atma could see what it is actually and soul will recognize. As I am giving an example of the photograph. You may not know the name, but you remember, yes, this fellow I know. So this is the way for the better engagement, we can understand. Consciousness is active by nature and cannot be stopped from working. Artificially stopping a mischievous child is not the real remedy. The child must be given some better engagement so that he automatically stops causing mischief. We have our own experience, We tell child, don't do this, don't do that, don't do that. Every now and then we tell, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. But none of us will say, hey, don't do this, but why don't you do this? No. You know why? Because we don't know what is good for the child. We simply know this bad, this bad, this bad. We can't tell him what is good. And if we tell them good, then we have so many girls and the boys around here. They are speaking the Shastra like a mature person, like a sentient being, like the sage. What nicely they are speaking. And you must have realized, so many children, when they read with emotion. They read out of love. They generate the feeling in those words. And what do we do? From first letter of the paragraph to last letter, boom, 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 boom. No feelings at all. Why? Matirna Krishne Parato Satova. We have not developed the Krishna Mati. That's the only problem. So to stop the mischievous child, we have to tell him, don't do this, but please do this. So from tomorrow, if your children are making any noise, they are not hearing you properly, tell them, hey, or forget about it, can you help me in this? Engage them, or him or her, in the service. Prabhupada says, in the same way, the mischievous activities of the senses can be stopped only by the better engagement in relation with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's the best engagement. We have spoken so many things on this. When the eyes are engaged in seeing the beautiful form of the Lord, the tongue engaged in the tasting prasada, or the remnants of the food offered to the Lord, the ears are engaged in hearing His glories. Few 4 or 5 sloka before we have heard it. If you want to purify your speech, speak about Krishna. If you want to purify your ear, hear Harikatha of Krishna. You want to purify your sight, see the deities of Krishna. So many things. If you want to purify your yatra or walking, go towards the temple. Then you can get all purification. Otherwise, Matirna Krishna. For the purpose sake, the hands engaged in the cleansing the temple of the Lord. Savayamana Krishna Padara Vindayor Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvaranane. Savayamana. Every time the mind has to be engaged. And then you will be telling your mind is engaged, what will happen to our activities? Well, you go on. Trust on Krishna. Trust on Guru. Trust on Shastra. Ajagar kariye na chakari, panchi kariye na kaam. दास मलुका कह गए सबके दाता राम. Furthermore, Prabhupada, the legs engaged in visiting his temples, or when all senses are engaged in the transcendental variegatedness, only then only can the transcendental senses become satiated and eternally free from the material engagement. You know, it's like that. You have gone for a feast, and you have a different type of variety of prasadam, your tummy is full. Now even whatever other items comes, you will not take it. Once I was in Udaipur, while looking for vegetarian restaurant, so somebody said there is a vegetarian restaurant. We went to the hotel and they told us there is a thali system. I said, okay. I think maybe 150 or 200 rupees per thali. We said, okay. Now when we sat in the table was very big. They brought a plate maybe as good as 16-inch in dia. Each one this. Other fellow comes and is putting katoris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20 katoris. We say, oh my God, what is this? Other fellow comes to prasadam. He is putting one spoon, one spoon. And you know what? We couldn't enjoy everything. We were hungry. We started gobbling whatever came first. We have taken only 3, 4, 5 items. Still so many items have to come. We said, Baba, thank you very much. No more. Triptaha. So when you are satisfied, then anything comes in. Even a nectar. Well, if you know the nectar, will definitely take it. So when nectar comes in, we say, no. Tushtanti ramanti. Nothing more than that. So similarly, when somebody has tasted Krishna Prasadam, then all the material engagement, we say nothing doing. Let us say a child wants to sleep. And we tell him, oh, come on, football match is coming, cricket. He says, nothing doing, let me sleep. He is satisfied, he wants to just enjoy what we have. So once we have in contact with the spiritual energy of the Lord, either it's a prasadam, whether it's a katha, whether it's a Vaishnava, then we need no more. That's the end of it. Prabhupada said, the Lord as super soul residing in everyone's heart and as the supreme person of Godhead in the transcendental world, for beyond the material creation is the seer of our activities. Our activities must be so transcendently saturated that the Lord will be kind enough to look upon us favorably and engage us in His transcendental service. Then only can the senses be satisfied completely and be no longer troubled by material attraction. Let us say if I have got a 5 million rupees, 5 million rupees with me, I am walking on the road, and on the road if I find a 5 rupee note, I will not bend to pick it up. Even 100 rupee note, I will not bend to pick it up, because that is insignificant for me, because I have so much. So similarly, when somebody has tasted the nectar of Krishna Katha, Tava Katha Mirtam, then for this small thing generate no attraction at all. It's free bird, hopping in the sky, trying to explore the length and width of the sky. And then one can see Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Rupa. So Vairagya Vidya is not to be practiced. Practice the devotional service, Vairagya will automatically come. So with this, we'll conclude the translation purport of Canto 3, Chapter 7, Text 13 by His Divine Grace, Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna.